Hello everyone, CM Freeze here, and if you know anything about me, I am a massive Atlanta Falcons fan. I have loved the Falcons ever since I've started watching football, and here I am, and I'm going to be reacting to the Atlanta Falcons schedule. The Atlanta Falcons posted their schedule today at 5 p.m. I had work, and then I played some poker afterwards, so that's why the video is a little bit late. Didn't get to react to it till now, but I just finished up my poker tournament. Got 5th place for all of you asking, won some money. And now, here I am, reacting to the Atlanta Falcons schedule. There are a few initial thoughts that I have. The first thought is, I am incredibly surprised we got 4 preseason games. That's more than about half the teams in the NFL. Our first primetime game is we're playing at Eagles Monday night. Then we're home against the Chiefs Sunday night, so we're already playing the Chiefs, that's already a loss, and we have one less day rest because we go at Eagles Monday night, and then Chiefs Sunday night, so that's one less day of rest. Then we have Thursday night against the Buccaneers, and then we have a Monday night game all the way again in Week 15 against the Raiders. We'll go Monday night, Sunday night, play the Saints, Thursday night, so 3 primetime games in 4 weeks, all at the beginning of the season, and then we'll have a Monday night game in Week 15. I'm incredibly surprised we got 4 primetime games. The Atlanta Falcons last year got none. The year before that got 1. The last time we've had a Sunday night football game was in 2020. And now we get one against the defending Super Bowl champions. Second thought, looking at this Atlanta Falcons schedule, it is incredibly brutal in the top half of the season. And then we have a cupcake season the second half of the season. So realistically here, I'm going to predict every single game right now. Steelers Week 1. This honestly is the most toss-up game for me. Truly, this is the most toss-up game for me. Statistically, the Falcons are really bad in Week 1. The Falcons, they won Week 1 last year, but before then had lost, I think, 5 straight Week 1s. The Atlanta Falcons just statistically suck in Week 1. We're going up against Arthur Smith, our old head coach. He brought in a lot of Falcons over there. Russell Wilson's their quarterback. Defense is so good. So it's going to be a real challenge for the Atlanta Falcons with their brand new offense with Kirk Cousins and Darnell Mooney and Michael Penix Jr. I'm so happy about that, who's making an immediate impact for the team at pick 8. So Week 1 at Steelers, like I said, that's tough. It truly, how well is Kirk Cousins going to be for us? Is he back for that ACL injury? This is such a tough game. This is truly the first toss-up, I think, here. I'm going to, when in doubt, pick against the Falcons. So I'm going to take this as a loss for us. We're 0-1. Then at Philadelphia and home against the Chiefs, back-to-back L's. We've already started off the season 0-3. It's not looking good for the Atlanta Falcons here. We have already started off the season 0-3. But I think this is where things get better. And it's really interesting as well. I'd like to point out that we have 5 out of our 6 divisional games in the first 5 weeks. We actually have 5 divisional games in a 7-week time period. Week 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 are all divisional games for us. That is the most important stretch of the season from us. From week 4 to week 10, that's 7 weeks. That's going to make or break our season. I truly believe that. Now, in the division, I do think we're going to go 3-3. I truly think that. We never really outright win our division. Hell, we lost to the 2-15 Panthers? Was it 2-15 or 3-14? Regardless, we lost to an absolute trash Panthers team last year. Last year, I believe we did go 3-3 in a division, and we split each team 1-1. I honestly could see us doing that again, or something like we go 2-0 against the Panthers, split with the Saints, lose the Bucks twice. We could go 4-2 in the division. But for the sake of the division, I'm going to say that we go 3-3. I'll give us the 3 home games, and the 3 away games we'll lose. I'm sure it's not going to be exactly like that, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to say we're going to go 3-3 in division. So week 4 and week 5 against the Saints and the Bucks, we'll win. But sure, we'll go 2-1 in that stretch against the Saints, Bucks, and Carolina Panthers. So now here we are at 2-4 going into week 7 in Seattle. And Because I gave us the loss against the Steelers, I am going to give us the win against the Seahawks. We're at home in both those games, but both the Seahawks and the Steelers, I think, are on very similar levels with the Falcons. I think the Seahawks and the Falcons are very similar teams, have really good weapons, pretty good offensive lines, and an older quarterback that needs to prove himself. I'm going to give us the win against the Seahawks. So now we're 3-4. Unfortunately, at the Bucks, I said we're going to lose that game. So now because I said we're going to go 3-3. So at the Bucks, we're going to lose that. We're now 3-5. Home against Dallas, we can't beat Dallas to save our life. 3-6. I couldn't tell you the last time we beat Dallas. It's just a team we struggle with. And then at Saints, like I said, we're going to go 3-3. I'll give us the loss, the Saints as well, just for the sake of the video. So we're 3-7. 3-7. I honestly think truly that at this point in week 10 we'll probably be 4-6. If I think at week 10 in the video we're gonna be 4-6. But I have us at 3-7 right now just because I am gonna give us the win against the Panthers, because like I said, we're going 3-3. I'm making this way too complicated. But now here we are. The last 7 games we have are all winnable games. Broncos, Chargers, Vikings, Raiders, Giants, Commanders, Panthers. Panthers had the worst record last year. Washington had the 2nd worst record last year. Chargers had the 5th worst record. Giants had the 6th worst record. And then the Raiders, Broncos, and Vikings had, I think, the 12th, 13th, and 14th worst records, something like that. Or 11th, 12th, 13th. Below average teams in the last 7 games for us. Realistically, I guess this depends on how good we are. Realistically, I think we're better than all 7 of these teams. I think we could go 7-0. Is that going to happen? Hell no. No way the Falcons are going 7-0 and finishing the season, what would that be, 11-6? I just don't see that happening. There's no way the Falcons will go 11-0 to finish the season. We're probably going to lose a game or two, and if we lose a game or two, that puts us at 7-8, or 7-8. What the hell am I saying? 9-8. I truly believe this Falcons roster will go 9-8 or 10-7. I think it truly depends on if we go 3-3 and 4-4 in the division. But for the sake of this video, let's say we go lose to the Steelers, lose to the Eagles, lose to the Chiefs, beat the Saints, beat the Bucks, beat the Panthers, beat Seahawks, but then lose to the Bucks, lose to Dallas, lose to the Saints, so we're 4-6. And then, for the sake of this video, let's say we go 5-2 in those last games there. And if we go 5-2, then we're 9-8. Which games will we lose there? I think we're beating the Broncos. They're terrible, so we're 5-6. I think we're beating the Chargers. I really do. Who's Herbert throwing the ball to this season? And we're home, so we're 6-6. At Minnesota, I think Kirk Cousins has a lot to prove. At Minnesota, I think we win that game 7-6. Are we seriously going to go 5-2 in this stretch? I mean, it's the Atlanta Falcons. It's the fucking Atlanta Falcons. Of course they're going to lose games. I have no faith in this Falcons team. In the last 5 years, they haven't even won 7 games. So me predicting them to win 9 games, I think, is a stretch. Yeah, we have Kirk Cousins, but he could not be healthy from his injury. He truly can. Also, we haven't really addressed the defense. The defense could still suck. So what's a team that could actually drop a ton of points on us offensively? Not the Raiders, so we'll win that. Giants, honestly, could be a sneaky pick to beat us. I truly think that the Giants could be a sneaky pick to beat us. Just that 7-game stretch to end the season is such a cupcake stretch. We couldn't have asked for an easier stretch. For the sake of this video, because it's the Falcons and I'm a pessimistic, and because the Falcons have broken my heart over and over again, I'm going to say the Falcons are going to be 9-8. 4-6 to start the season, then we'll finish 5-2. We'll go 9-8. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm really hoping we do go 7-0 to end the season. I just truly don't see that happening. I also, so tough because we're going to start the season off 0-3, and then maybe we'll just be battle-hardened with all those losses, but I really hope morale doesn't get down. That's the only bad thing that could happen. You go down 0-3, I think it's very rare that a team that goes down 0-3 then ends up making the playoffs. Monday Night Football at Eagles and then Sunday Night Football home against the Chiefs is so damn brutal. Literally, we have the two hardest games of the season back to back. Back to back. And in weeks 2 and 3, nonetheless, when we haven't been able to test out the team. I would say our third most difficult game is at Dallas, probably. Or it could also be at Saints, too. We have the easiest strength of schedule. Falcons have the easiest strength of schedule. Those last 7 games are going to be cupcakes for us. We could easily just walk into the playoffs based on those last 7 games. But we'll have to see. We'll truly have to see how good this team is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I think I covered all the points I wanted to talk about. We're going to go 9-8 or 10-7. Our offense is going to be good, but our defense is still going to suck, so just teams can run up hella points on us. Falcons have been trashed the last 5 years, so I don't trust them. If you guys agree or disagree with me, just let me know in the comments below. And if not, peace.